to another chaos show. What can I say? It is madness. It is darkness. And all of my lights are not making it near as bright as I thought they would for me. So I do apologize. You're really only going to probably see me, which you're probably going to be happy about. You really only see me when the headlights are coming at me. More than likely, is what I would guess is going to be the situation. So, how is everybody doing? Now, things are definitely going to be a little bit different today because my spare phone is my GPS. So, the folks actually reading the chat and saying hey to everybody.
You need to turn on one of the lights. People can barely see you.
I don't care whether people can see me or not. I'm sorry, dear, because if I turn on a light in the back, which will put shine light behind me, that puts a glare on the window. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Come on now. That's why the only light they get is the one up there and whatever brightness from the devices. That is all. Now, anyway, people don't want to see me anyway. Come on now. Who do we think we're fooling? People don't want to see me.
Turn on the lantern. One of the lanterns.
Honey, that's not going to do anything but put a glare behind me and put a glare on my windshield. The lanterns and lights behind me do not do any good. Come on. Think about the projection of it. Anyway, moving right along, as I was saying, folks actually reading the chat and responding and saying hello to everybody are actually in the other vehicle, which I did see that out of the corner of my eye. I'm going to guess I hit a dead zone. I don't know if you all are still there. It kind of seems like you are. Maybe I'm done spiraling. It does seem like the cell phone signals have boosted back up again. Okay. Oh, I know how to do this. Can I?
What?
Get me, give me the one flashlight back there. The little one, not the big one.
I know.
Should be above the door. Should be above the door. I know how to solve this. Yeah, see, all that kind of does right there is put a glare behind me and puts a glare on the windshield. Got it?
Yeah.
Do 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 do. What's up, folks? How you doing? Now see, now you can see me, and it doesn't give me a glare there. There's no worse than a headlight from somebody. Which actually, I could probably make it even a little bit better myself. There we go. Now you can see me.
Not better.
Hey, would you stop interrupting my show over there, radio? Stay in your driver's seat. This is my driver's seat. So, for those that know, we did have an issue the other night, right before we got set up and parked. I have not done an update on it since then, because I ended up finding out the next morning when I went to check everything. It wasn't near as scary as what we thought. It is something that I do have to do some more work to finish fixing. It is only temporarily fixed. Apparently what had actually happened is one of the spark plugs apparently had come loose and got blown out, and it was able to do so because I guess the last time I did a tune-up, the bolt, I should say, that holds the coil pack in had to have gotten cracked because it's broken off. So it didn't have anything pushing back against it either at the same time. So, but that is all back in and running, as you can see, because we're running down the road. And for those who have actually, well, it is not god-awful noise like it was before. But we're running, we're rolling, we're rocking. We're under 100 miles from our destination tonight. and we will be getting there at some point tonight, and because we're going to be rolling in early, actually. We will be arriving at Riverbend tonight. Turns out our spot is actually open. Nobody's in our spot today. So we get to go ahead and instead of finding somewhere close by like we were going to, we just get to go ahead and roll all the way into the campground tonight. So it'll be late, it'll be whatever, but at least I'm not going to be noisy like I was. So it won't wake up too many people. I might wake up a couple, so it is what it is. But we'll go ahead and be able to get in there, get set up, have everything rolling. Won't have to worry about it tomorrow. No driving after work or no hurry and taking a long lunch break and get over to the campground. So, okay, fine. I will take a right up here soon-ish when I actually get there. So, it is finally going to be getting to the next meetup. This is crazy. We just left M22. And it's already time for another meetup. It's nuts to think we have, since Sunday, just in order to hang out with friends, going to have cleared, while working during the day, going to have cleared 747 miles to go hang out with some more friends. And I'm okay with that. It's crazy. Run. But I'm okay with that. So, we're moving, we're rocking, we're rolling, and having a blast. Kind of been enjoying these evening drives here lately. I've missed them. As I've told you all before, I love nighttime driving. It's not as crowded. It's cooler. Everything seems to be operating better. My RV loves the nighttime drives. It really does. Heck, I was just did the calculations a little while ago when we topped off fuel again. Because I had forgot to do my calculations at the last one. So, and I didn't reset. So, since we left Michigan, the section from Michigan to what was it? I guess it was in Dayton. Was it Michigan? Where was it? We got gas. Well, now I done forgot where it was we got gas. But anyway, like the first stretch that we did, I was probably doing well over 8 miles to the gallon. The reason why I say this is because this last bit of gas that I did was a whole ton of hills and climbing up and climbing down. Rolling through the hills of Kentucky, and whole lot of climbing the hills and downs. But between the two runs, you coming to say hi to everybody? Are you coming to say hi? Are you gonna honk the horn for everybody? Get on, mister. Lord, he just wants to show y'all he honks the horn, and he's driving, or he thinks he's driving. Not today, sir. Not today. But anyway, so between the last two fill-ups, I did the math, and we actually averaged out at 7.666616 miles to the gallon. So, we're rolling. We're doing good. I'm enjoying this. Oh yeah, and in fact, I'm enjoying cheaper gas prices too, obviously. It's great. It's amazing. By the way, pretty sure that thing a little while ago told me that I saw it at the corner of my eye. It looked like somebody upgraded membership. If I did see that correctly, thank you very much. That is very much appreciated.
And you have to say that Mama is doing great too.
And I have to say that who's doing great? I don't know. I don't know. Do I really have to say that Mama's doing great? I guess Mama's doing great. She hasn't complained too much about these nighttime drives. So I guess she is doing great. Granted.
Mama.
But she is behind us. Earlier, though, when we were going through the hills and stuff, she did decide to leave us for a while. And as you can hear, she keeps coming over the CB radio because we do have both rigs hooked up with the CB radio now. So because our little walkie-talkies that we have, not doing us any good. Too much interference, and they were not getting out of there, and the batteries were dying too fast to where, I mean, the batteries would last for days. But after the first, like, 5 hours of using it, like, the signal was cut in half. So I might as well say it wasn't really doing much good anymore. But anyway, so she was getting ahead of us, so much so. Now, my radio here is, for those that know CB radios, is peaked and tuned, okay? And on a swing, it's pushing out about 16 watts when I kick it to high. She is set that on the low side, she only puts out about 3. But she got so far ahead of us that with the hills, really might as well say the mountains that we were going through. The hills, really, that's what it is. But while we were going through the hills in Kentucky, she got so far ahead of us, down around the curves and around and everything else, that she was not hearing me hollering, blasting up her tailpipe, saying, "Hey, where are you? Where are you?" Granted, there was a little bit of interference going on at the time because while we were going through there, this is one of the things that I used to love about when I was living in Kentucky and had a CB radio base station, because atmosphere was absolutely perfect at the moment when we were going through the hills, because all of a sudden, when I wasn't getting responses from her, I started getting interferences coming through, so I started channel surfing, and I found a couple channels that I was picking up, and they were hearing me back. What are you doing coming up here? Don't you do that, little car. I was talking to folks from Jamaica, Ohio, Louisiana, Mexico. We were picking it up from all over the place, and I hollered back, and I got confirmation they were hearing me back as well, because gotta love how the skip can work when the atmosphere is right. It's one of the things I miss about the CB radio was talking skip around the world. Granted, this little radio on the RV won't talk quite skip quite the way my old radio did. Not near as powerful, but anyway. So, I hope everybody that went to M22 had an absolute blast. I know I had an absolute blast. We've got lots of footage to come out. I've got footage I've got to send to people. And, you know, got footages I got to send out. Got footages to put together. And get ready to take more footages.
I did have a blast.
Oh, you had a blast? I'm glad you did have a blast. Thank you very much for that $20 super chat, Rebecca. That is very much appreciated. That popped up at the perfect time as I was having to check my GPS and could see that direction. But I really do hope that everybody that came out had an absolute good time. And I do hope that, you know, folks want to come out again. Now, I do know that, you know, there were some days that there was some rain. There were some days that it was cold. And I do know that that does bother a few, but that is the time of year that it is that we have there. And it's, you know, but it's, we really enjoy that campground. We enjoy the area. I mean, heck, we were there for a couple weeks. We were there a week, you know, a couple weeks last year, but not quite. Well, no, we were there a week in advance last year. So we were there a week last year, 2 weeks this year. Who knows? Maybe next year we'll go for a month. Who knows? Problem is, we have been quite falling in love with Michigan, or at least the upper 3/4 of it, I should say, since we spend most of our time, Merrill, Mackinac, and now discovering the UP. Yeah. Yep. So it definitely has been capturing us. So who knows what's going to happen next year? Who knows? Heck, I might have to go ahead and make reservations now. I've already been told if I try to stay a month, though, they're going to move me. I've already been told if I try to say that I'm going to stay for a whole month, they're going to move me to the back. They can't handle me up front for a month. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Well, I'm at the red light. Hey, Marshall. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Naj. Hey, Bree. Well, I'm at the red light. Might as well say hey to a few folks. Hey, whoa, Nelly Lucy.
I do not want to be in the back.
Somebody said they don't want to be in the back. What's going on, Tracy? Hey, Lillian. Okay, back to driving.
Oh, wow.
So.
Mexican grill.
Yeah.
Ingles.
Yeah. Inglés. Not Ingles. Inglés. Lord have mercy, boy. Lord have mercy. I think we gotta take this turn. Really?
Ambulance.
Yeah. This is gonna be interesting. It says take this turn. This is the weirdest little exit. Oh, okay. I see it. Underpasses. I was like, what? I was going this direction. Give me that direction. It wasn't showing very clear for me. Whee! Bumpity 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 bum 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 bum. Bumpity bumpity bum bum bum. Look here. Don't be telling people I'm in Tennessee. I got peoples in my live stream that might get excited that I'm in Tennessee. Don't be telling my peoples I'm in Tennessee. Shh. Bad GPS. Bad. Might have some folks get excited. Those folks that, them folks that like them bowls. That orange bowls. Ugh. Lordy, lordy. Can't, them bowls. No. Pretty sure I saw somebody mention Susan's name a moment ago. So, yeah. Can't let them know that we're in Tennessee. Can't let them know that we're in Tennessee. Just, make sure that they didn't hear it say anything about anything. I guess I have to go, Roll Tide! Ooh, sorry for anybody's wearing earbuds. My goodness, it just kind of overpowered me. It just came out in the soul, Oh, well. Hi! Wee! Oh, my goodness. But yeah, so anyway, I hope to see the Michigan meetup keep growing. I know we had some folks last year that came out that weren't able to make it this year, and said they want to make it next year, hopefully. And I know we had some folks who couldn't make it this year, who've never been at all, that say they're hoping and looking to be coming out next year. So it looks like that Michigan meetup will keep growing, and that's an awesome and amazing thing. So hopefully it will keep growing and just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and we can just take over the whole park. That would just be awesomeness to take over even just one more whole row than what we took over this year. Would be pretty cool, because we had a huge grouping that was there. I mean, and it gets to the point where, it gets to a point where it does make it hard to spend a whole lot of quality time with everybody. But you just gotta, you just make your rounds and spend time with everybody as much as you can, and get to know each other better, and because you definitely get to learn things about folks when you're hanging and spending time out with them. That's for sure. But now we're headed to another meetup here, and even though, yes, we've had quite a few folks reaching out, messaging, asking if we're still headed there, if we're still going, because of the storm path that's coming up. And yes, we are still going. Now, with where we're going to be, you know, and I mean, we're literally on the border of going to be North Carolina, Georgia border there, and stuff that, you know, by the time the weather gets up there, it shouldn't be too bad. All actuality, it really shouldn't. Once that storm hits land, it's going to start dying pretty quick. But so, you know, it will make for an interesting weekend either way. So we're going to get there, and we're going to try to enjoy a few days before everything comes rolling in, and we have to be hunkered down. So we'll go through, and it's time after all the driving and shifting. It's time I got to adjust and tighten up the AC units to, you know, because when you're driving all over the place and bouncing around everywhere, those do have a tendency to want to come loose a little bit. And if you build up a puddle up there or anything like that, well, it could seep on through. So the way the shape of this roof is, it definitely tries to. But we are going to get that tightened down, so that's not going to be an issue by the time storms come rolling through, where we will stay dry inside as we have to move on down the road. So I've already have a system in place. Does anybody have any questions? Remember to put the QQQ, ask your questions, and then my person on the other end of the walkie radio is supposed to come over, as she has a person reading the chats. Unless they've been addressing the questions in the chat and then not telling me about it. That is a possibility. But then what fun is that? They just leave me rambling to myself and answer the questions for themselves. I could see them doing that. I could see them doing that. For sure.
Didn't do that in the beginning.
See, why you've been answering all the questions and you ain't let me answer no questions. That or I've already addressed the questions without knowing I was addressing the questions. Probably. Most of the questions, like I was telling her, probably were going to be, how are we doing? Did we get fixed? What was the problem going to be? And yep. So, that's right. And I had a feeling I knew that. And that's totally okay. But, I don't forgot the next thing I was going to talk about.
We have a question from Marshall. And he is, if we're going to the stormy, we are.
I couldn't even understand that. So what was that at one more time?
Martha is asking if we are going to the stormy.
Going to where? Going where? Where did you say you was wanting to know where we're going? Are you just not going to say anything anymore now?
Yes.
Hello back there. Hello.
He asked if we're going to swarm, something like that.
The schoolie swarm. Ah, I got you.
Or
Yes.
And I answered.
Oh, yeah, we're going to the schoolie swarm. We'll be there the entire time. I think it's the 8th through the 17th, and just
You have to say the swarm is after the meetup.
that's what I'm getting to, young lady. Oh my goodness. The schoolie swarm is August 8th through the 17th, which will be after this Georgia meetup, and it will be just outside of, or on the outskirts of Murphy, North Carolina, which we just drove through. So it's no, that one wasn't Murphy, North Carolina. We haven't got to there yet. But yeah, it's like 38 miles from the Riverbend campground. So we'll be finding some places to bide our time until then. Granted, and I was saying earlier, she thinks we're actually supposed to be at Riverbend until next Friday, which that would work out perfect because we check in at the Schoolie Swarm on Saturday.
People are saying that you need to stop picking on me. That's a habit of yours.
I'm not picking on you. I don't know what you're talking about. How was I picking on you? All I did was ask you to repeat because I couldn't understand you.
You realize we're dusting Mommy and Daddy?
Are we dusting them?
Yeah.
That's not them right behind us?
That looks pretty far.
There's a vehicle right behind us. I thought that was her. It looked like there were LED lights.
Well, that's like two people. Either that's her right behind us or her right behind me.
Well, the sad part is we're not even doing the speed limit. Because speed limit's a little bit faster than I feel comfortable on this road. So, at night, anyway.
House on the hill right there?
You like the houses on the hills? He does seem to like the houses on the hill.
I am behind you.
See, I told you that was Mommy behind me. Because I could tell from the radio because of how high it's hitting me. I knew that was her back there.
At least you didn't get tested.
Oh my goodness. Because I actually probably need to turn down my RF power since she is the one right behind me. Hopefully it would quit doing that little buzzing.
We got a question from Masha again. He says, if we're going to do Halloween, and if we got any plans, and if we got costumes picked up, we don't.
Yeah, we don't have any costumes picked out. Lucky's got a costume. I mean, I guess I, in a way, always have a costume with me whatsoever. I just throw my coconuts on. You know, it worked at the trick-or-treating that we did at Lake of the Dreams. So, I mean, I guess I could do that anywhere. Who knows what kind of attention I might get. Or, granted, that might get attention I don't want if I do trick-or-treating somewhere that's not going to be good for. That could get scary. Possibly. But, yeah, so we don't even have any plans for trick-or-treating. We don't know where exactly we're going to be. Once we leave Schoolie Swarm on the 17th of October, we honestly don't know what our plans are. We don't know really where we're headed to because we've got a couple weeks from that point to before the Branson meetup. So obviously, anything we do, will have to be working our way that way somehow, a little bit. We've got requests from family from 2 different directions that actually would like to see us after the Schoolie Swarm. So not really sure which direction we will go, or if we will wait till after the Branson and make a loop back through to see all of them. Who knows where? Who knows? Everything is open at this point. After Branson, everything is open. We thought about going through on the way to Branson and spending some time in Tennessee on the way. We've had a couple invites to maybe do some things in Tennessee, possibly, to bide some time. We even got some invites to go through Tennessee after Branson. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen or where we're going to do? Where we're going to do? Where we're going to go? What we're going to do? I don't know. All I know is this road is curving and curving and curving. And the funny thing is, there's still people in the live stream. Probably all just enjoying this comedy show of me driving and not being able to know what's going on in the chat and them actually taking advantage of that. Who knows saying what?
Yeah, me sitting in the dark.
You sitting in the dark? You're over there somewhere.
Right next to you.
They know you're over there somewhere. Somewhere through the yard.
That's funny.
Okay, okay. We won't go through the yard. We'll just go around the corner, over the hill.
We got 42 people in the chat. That is good. People, like and subscribe.
Speaking of, it's funny. 42 in the chat. 32 thumbs up. Somebody's slacking. Somebody's slacking. But speaking of the subscribe, once again, we are so close to that 2,000 mark.
Don't do it.
So close.
Don't.
We were one away. So, if you're hanging out in the chat and you're not already subscribed and you've been leaning on the fence, could you just go ahead and subscribe? Because if you're hanging out in the chat after this long, if you're watching this live stream after this long,
Marshall asked how many miles? We got 70 miles to make it to the campground. 70 miles.
yeah, about 70 miles. 69, 68, 65, 64, 63. Ha! I wish the mileage would go that fast. Whee!
Poor Lucky.
No, poor Kenai. You would die if we drove that fast. You would die if we drove that fast.
I want to crash.
Because, matter of fact, that's how you felt like we were actually driving when we left Snoqualmie finally, and we were like flying down the road compared to what we'd been doing before.
Because you were.
I was only doing the speed limit.
So?
I was just doing the speed limit,
Not Fast and Furious.
and it was 70 miles downhill. So it felt like a whole lot more because it was downhill. Quick in a hurry.
We're not Dominic Toretto.
Are we not?
No.
Okay.
You must be bold. Have a muscle car.
I gotta be bald and have a muscle car?
Yes.
Oh. I probably shouldn't be fat either. Ooh, you smart and didn't say nothing. Oh, you smart and didn't say nothing. I wondered if you was going to jump yourself into that one. I even set you up for it. You is awake over there. Oh, my goodness. Well, wee doggy. Come on, Hills. Over hill. Man, see, it is like nothing out there. It is absolute pitch black out there when there's nothing coming at me. Who's that? Hey, shush your mouth. I'm talking about. So they don't. Oh, well. Boy, he keeps saying, dude, I got a chancleta down here on my foot that I can reach.
While driving.
You're just lucky you're out of arm's reach. And I don't want to throw it. It's all right.
With the internet.
And all of a sudden, what the heck? Where'd all the peoples go? It says we only got 33. Hey, come back! Oh, wait. If they're gone, they can't hear me. So why am I yelling for people to come back? Whatever. They run away. They don't love me. They stay. They love me. They don't stay. They don't love me. Lucky, come entertain the peoples. Where is the cat anyway? What is he doing? He's been too quiet for too long.
Probably dead.
No, he's not dead. He's just been way too quiet for too long. Normally by now, he's like all over the dash.
Hey, babe.
So she can climb this hill. I don't know where this incline came from because holy cow, look at that. Live stream must have just suddenly caught up. Well, hi, peoples. I don't know how much of that chaos y'all just heard just now as it was wound up, coming up the hill. Man.
Una troca.
Yeah, there's one trucker. Looks like we're probably going to lose signal again. Possibly, maybe. If I can get to the top of this hill. We might just have to go ahead and shut down for tonight, possibly, because that probably means we're getting more into the middle of nowheres, and I ain't gonna be able to guarantee what signals I got. I'm gonna have to tell people bye. I don't want to tell people bye. Don't make me tell people bye. Don't make me.
Lose signal.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, I am so glad that you can hear me. How are you?
Okay, are you asking how I am?
I was asking, how are you? And you did not respond. That was not very nice.
Mami, look, un carro.
I was debating, I was like, did he say I love you or how are you? I was like, I think it was how are you?
You were debating because you could not understand me. Do you understand the words that are coming? The house in the middle of nowhere.
Or deer getting hit.
The house in the middle of nowhere.
Or deer getting hit and crashing into our window.
That would not be an okay thing, can I?
Yeah, deer me.
No, then we have broken home. We have no home to go to if the home gets broken.
Hey, just a windshield.
No, it's the whole home that has to go to the shop, sir. You don't seem to understand that. Any kind of wreck in this whatsoever, and we are homeless.
Hotel.
We're already houseless. We would be homeless if this gets into a wreck.
Hotel, Trivago.
You got the money for the hotel?
No.
I didn't think so.
We just asked one of these people here.
Just ask one of these random people in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I really see you walking out and saying, hey, you, can I stay at your place?
Hey.
I know you won't.
I have a shotgun here.
I know you won't.
And can we live here?
You have nothing. Top of the world RV in the middle of nowhere. That was literally what that place was just called. Top of the world RV. And we are in the middle of nowhere.
That was close. Slow down, baby.
That was nothing close. What are you talking about?
You went off road.
No. The road went off road.
I don't like this. I don't do not like this. I know. Slow down.
Sir, we are slowing down.
Slow down, please.
We are slowing down, ma'am. Hey, you know what this reminds me of all over again? You in West Virginia, only now you're not in the floor of the RV in the bathroom.
That's funny.
That is funny. At least now you're in charge of your own destiny. You're in your own vehicle.
Yeah, because last time we didn't have a vehicle and she was scared as heck.
Hey, look, there's a church. You can go say a couple of prayers as we go down this road.
Middle of nowhere, literally.
And it was a church in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing else around it.
That sets up a horror movie.
Sets up a horror movie? You want to go film our own horror movie back there at the church in the middle of nowhere?
No.
It at least had a porch light, so that means they have electricity.
Well, until someone cuts it off, then.
Oh. Why? You worried the crazy guy in the crazy mask is going to show up in the middle of nowhere with the chainsaw and cut the power to the one single church with its own little porch light?
Sir, my mom would get scared if something popped out of nowhere in that church.
I could see Freddy. I could see Freddy coming out of this woods, but not Texas Massacre.
Oh, you see Freddy showing up, not Texas Chainsaw, eh? I don't know. It is that kind of season, though.
Oh, Jason.
It's that kind of... Maybe they all show up. Heck, maybe Michael's standing in the window right now. No?
Another church.
Hey, look, another church with a lot more lights.
And a better looking church.
That's definitely the newer church.
I hope none of them show up.
And across the street, you had a house for sale. I think that's the house you should buy, Kenai.
No.
You need to live across the street from the church.
No, I don't want to live near here in the woods.
You need to live across the street from the church. It might do you some good.
want to live near anywhere.
Why not?
I don't want to live in the woods. You know how scary that is?
You don't want to live in the woods?
No, I'll be paranoid.
Look, there's even a gas station down here. We just found a gas station in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but it's not.
Next thing you know, he's gonna see something in the church. Well in the dark.
See something? I'm out already.
Yeah. Oh, oh my gosh. Come on. What's wrong with the middle of nowhere? Some of our viewers live in the middle of nowheres.
I don't know them.
You don't know them?
No.
You know Angie lives in the middle of nowhere, right?
I don't know her.
You don't know her? Oh, wow. Angie, if you are by chance still in here, I am so sorry. He does not knoweth what he saith. I'm so sorry. He is so cruel.
Living in the middle of the woods with barely people in? Oh, hell no.
Why not?
No one.
I used to live in the middle of nowhere. It was actually...
If Angie saw this live stream, she's gonna kick your butt.
I'll be okay.
He says it'll be okay because currently right now he's lost in the middle of nowhere and she couldn't find him.
Yeah.
Is what he's thinking. Whee! Whee! Is all I can think.
Deer.
No, you really don't want no deers in these, Kenai. You say that.
Well, just, you know.
Another house, but there's so much lights in there.
Yeah, lots of lights means no Jason, no Michael, no Freddy, no chainsaw. They'd stay away. They don't go to the houses with that many lights. They go to the houses with one light.
Yeah, their own home. Literally.
Oh my goodness. Heck, I can't believe it says we still got 29 people in here.
We got Michael
But
going back to his house.
I guess probably the better thing to do, while I know I'm not currently buffering, and while there are still some kind of people in here who've been putting up and tolerating all of the craziness of tonight and just everything, for everybody who loves us.
What the hell?
We love all of you. Dude, man, we're on the live stream. Wow. Wow.
I just saw a house right there. So dark, I couldn't even barely see it.
Oh, you want me to go back?
No.
You want me to go back?
No.
You sure? Look,
Yeah.
that one's for sale.
I don't care.
Okay. So anyway, we love all of you all. We shall see all of you all later on around, and we shall talk to you all soon. But while we have signal, which looks like we've got great, amazing, strong signal right now, but I should just go ahead and hang up and say good night. We love you, and we shall see all of you all soon. And yeah, you know, we're going to finish out this month. It's been our anniversary month of social media. We're going to finish this month out rocking it, enjoying it, having a great old time. Got more videos to come every day the rest of this month to finish this month out, which I know isn't that many more days, but and then we've got to figure out what our regular videos schedule's going to be.
We're in the middle of freaking nowhere. And Chupacabra gonna eat us here.
Chupacabra, no come get you, yo. Ay, ay, ay. Look, truckas. Bill's Pit Stop. In case we disappeared. You all know the last place. Ooh, Smoky Mountain Christian Camp. It's your stop.
No, I don't want those dogs.
Right across the street from a very creepy truck stop.
No.
That's all Kenai hears. That's all he hears. And a little goat. All right. Well. Oh, what do you know? We're back up to 30 people. We're back up to 31. Ay, 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 ay. But anyway, while the numbers are climbing, as you're all coming back in, realizing that we're still live and things have kind of settled out and signal's gone good, before the signal can disappear, because I do see it dwindling. I love you. We see you soon. Keep following those dreams. Bye-bye. Love you all.